Hi and welcome to section 2, using supervised learning for predictions. In this section, we are going to look at types of supervised learning, where you understand what are the different types of supervised learning and when to use one or the other. Next, we are going to see what is regression and how to apply regression using TensorFlow. We will then see an example of using TensorFlow to predict salaries after college. After that, we will see what is classification and how to use classification for our problems. Finally, we'll end the section by predicting mental health issues using TensorFlow. In this video on types of supervised learning, we are going to look at the following. We will understand what is supervised learning and what are the two popular types of supervised learning, regression and classification. As we saw in the previous section, supervised learning is a machine learning technique in which we have a labeled data consisting of predictors and target variables. Some of the examples of supervised learning is predicting weight of a person based on their height, classifying an email as spam or not spam, or classifying an image of a digit as a number between 0 to 9. Let's take the first example. In this example, we are trying to predict the weight of a person given their height. In the data set on our left, we have the heights and corresponding weights. In the data on the right, we have height, but we want to predict the weights. The data on your left is called the training data, on which we train our model. The algorithm uses this data to learn the parameters to predict corresponding weights for different set of heights. And the data on our right is called the test data. Here, we have the heights, but we do not have the weights for which we want to make the predictions. So we use the model to make predictions about the weights. Since weight is a real valued number, it can have a huge range of outputs. When output is a real valued output, the problem is called a regression problem. In the second example, we want to predict if a given email is spam or not spam. Here, each row represents a different email, and the ones and zeros represent whether a given word is present in that email or not. For example, the four words million, transfer, free and apply are present in the first email, which also turns out to be spam. And similarly, we see if an email is spam or not spam in other examples. This will be the training data for the spam identification problem. And we want to predict the different set of emails whether it is spam or not spam. The dataset in which we do not know if an email is spam or not spam is called the test data. A problem in which the output is discrete is called as a supervised classification problem. Another example would be to predict the number given a handwritten digit. In this video we saw what are the different types of supervised machine learning